All right, let's talk very quickly about how to determine an equation when we are solving for perimeter. All right, today's math involved rows that have 3 tiles in them. All right, so when we determine perimeter, remember we are always going to add up the width. So our width is 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And the length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're actually going to double that. So we're going to do our 3 up here and our 5 on the side. To solve length and width, to get your to get your perimeter, it's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, so if I'm able to figure out 1 of each, then I can just double it. So I said my width right here, I am 3 wide. So instead of a W, I'm going to put a 3. So it's going to be 2 times 3. Okay, bring down my plus. And then up here I said that my length is 5. I'm 5 tall. So instead of my L, I'm going to put a 5. So now when you just solve it, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 times 3, which is 6, and I get a perimeter of 16. Okay. All right, so we got that. Let's say we go ahead and add another row. So I've got 3 over here. All right. Now again, my width doesn't change. My width is staying 3. Okay, my width does not change. The only thing that's going to change is how many rows of 3 I have happening. So again, we have 3 here. This time we have 6. Okay. So remember, we've got 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay. So we've got 2. What is my length this time? My length this time is 6. 2 times 6 plus 2, and my width didn't change. I'm still at 3. 12 plus 6 is 18. So my perimeter is now 18. Excuse me. And we can, of course, double check our work. If you want to, you can double check your work by actually going through and touching each of the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And there's your 18. All right. Now let's talk about the equation that we use today in math. The equation I used today in math was just a shortcut to what we just did. And the only reason we were able to use the shortcut is because we knew that we were only using tiles that had rows of 3. That's the only way this shortcut worked, is because we were just adding rows of 3. Nothing else changed as far as our width. We weren't adding an extra one over here. We were just adding them up and down. So for today's math, I just took out the extra step. Could we keep in the 3 times 2 plus whatever your rows are. Totally. Rows times 2 and 3 times 2, completely. Instead, I just removed the 3 times 2. I know that my width is always going to be 6. For this particular problem, it's always the 3 plus the 3 or 3 times the 2. So I use the 6 plus however many rows we have doubled. So there's the doubled. And you can use R, P, X, I don't care what you use. Your letter is the number of rows. All right, so let's add a few more and test that theory out. Whoa. No, we don't want to do that. Cancel. No. Okay, it really wants me to do that. Hang on, guys. When in doubt, do it the old-fashioned way and just draw your boxes yourself. Copy. Stop it. My goodness. All right, that was painful. My goodness. All right. Put a few more down here just because I'm on a roll. All right. So let's plug this in. Again, we know that this measurement is 3. It's the same down here at the bottom. 3 times 2 gives us our 6. Now, how many rows do we have of our 3 tiles? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 rows. So it's going to be 6 plus 2 times 8. 6 plus 16, which means our perimeter should be 22. Again, let's double check. We know it's 8 there, so we know 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, I'm sorry, 20, 21, 22. And our perimeter is 22. That's why 6 plus 2 times the rows works.